Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my May setup plan with me. Today we're going to set up the month view. This is an Erin Condren life planner. This notes page, the dashboard, and the notes page that precedes the dashboard. And we're going to start with the month view. I have a sticker kit that I made. So this is from my Etsy shop called Plan Sarah Plan. Here's the little freebie, and this is called May Garden Party. And you'll just have to imagine little teddy bears having a garden party. Those are dashboard stickers, some deco and big full boxes, dashboard stickers, and stuff for the month view. So this is definitely a soft color palette. I generally gravitate toward bold colors, but I just wanted to do sort of the peach color scheme for the month of May, which is the traditional May color scheme. In fact, I pulled out an Erin Condren sticker sheet for May, and that pretty much matches the kit that I designed. And last month, if you watched, you might remember that I tried to keep my planner right side up instead of turning it upside down to put on these header stickers, and it worked, but I decided it is still easier to do it upside down. I don't know why, but it is just easier to do that, at least for me. And my planner is so bulked up. Oh my goodness, there's only May and June left in this. It's an academic year planner. This side is not so bulky, but it is really bulked up. And May is exciting for me for a couple of reasons. Number one, this year, my spring recital for my piano students is in May. It's on May 19th. So that means that my summer break begins on May 20th. And we moved the recital date earlier this year because I do have a senior graduating, and he will be gone, I think, on a trip the first weekend of June, which is when I normally have my recital. So we moved it up because I definitely need my senior to be there. And so I'm going to start my spring break early. Not spring break, summer break early. And the other cool thing is that that very week is our wedding anniversary, and it will be 39 years. So we were married May 24th, 1985. And I can't believe it's going to be 39 years. Next year is the big 4-0. How about that? 40 years. And it's an accomplishment, in my opinion, when people stay married, because marriage is hard. You start off, of course, madly in love, and we're still madly in love. However, marriage is hard because it's long-term. And at least in our case, it is long-term, and that's what we set out to keep it as. And you go through so many changes and ups and downs in your life, and you may have illness, you may have experienced loss, and there's all kinds of things that you go through. And sometimes that will really take a toll on marriage and make it really hard to keep together. So while I'm not bragging, at the same time, I'm very grateful that we have managed to keep things together, keep it together. And so happy anniversary to me on May 24th. And I'm going to just trim this off with my handy scraper and do my first little installment here on my sticker scraps and washi scraps page. All right, so I usually do go into time lapse to put the date covers on, and I'll be right back. One thing I would really like to do in honor of my anniversary is to finish the redo of our wedding photo album that I've been working on, because our wedding photo album was huge and it sort of fell apart, and I have been redoing it and I haven't gotten all that far. So if I could finish that and kind of have it for us to look through, maybe even some of the music that was in our wedding playing in the background as we look through it, I think that would be a nice anniversary activity. And so we'll see. That would be, I think, a great time to unveil the redone scrapbook. And I've been adding captions to this one. The original was made by the photographer, and it was not really a scrapbook. It did not have captions. It just had the photos, and they were all big photos, like 8x10 color photos. I've got these big boxes, some of which are not functional. They're just decorative, and I'm going to use those to cover up the April dates here at the beginning. And one of them will be functional. So let's put this one in the center. And I might put a deco sticker on top of that, or maybe I'll write something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do right there. And then there's one day of June down here, and we'll just put another one down there. Okay, FYI, if you did not watch my review of this sticker book, which is the Canvas sticker book that just launched recently, there are a lot of full boxes that fit the month view of the 7x9 planner, and I'm going to use some of those, at least one, and mainly just because I was excited to find that out when I did the review. And I think that this wasn't the first time that we've had stickers that fit the month view boxes, but it's the first time I noticed it. And so I'm going to scoop up these little yellow dollars there and put them back down on top of the sticker. So that will be for my anniversary. And then maybe we'll put one down for the recital, but I still have these. So let's not get carried away. Sarah, the recital is here. So I'm going to lift up the 19 and put it back down afterwards. We also have Mother's Day. We have Cinco de Mayo. We have May the 4th, which a lot of people call Star Wars Day. And my plan with me is going to be Star Wars themed for the week of the 29th through the 5th. So I haven't filmed that yet. Hopefully I'll film it tomorrow. And so that's going to be fun. Here's what I put together for our anniversary. These are from Pumpkin Paper Company. I think that's what it was called. And it's a sticker shop that is now out of business. And the mother, I think, of the shop owner, when the store closed up, actually sent me some of these stickers because there was like a one-day closeout sale and I missed everything. I did not log on in time because that stuff was all gone. But these were some of the stickers that she sent me, and I have been using all of them sparingly. But anyway, I just paired an Erin Condren sort of color blends peach event label with that full box sticker from the Canvas sticker book and the Pumpkin Paper Company little deco sticker. And for the spring recital, I did a combo of an Erin Condren event label, a Planner Kate music note sticker, and the full box that's functional from my kit. All right, so now we're going to mark lesson numbers, and this will be lesson 18. This is lesson 17. This is lesson 16, and even though that's April, I'll go ahead and mark it, and I like to use these little teeny flag stickers for that, like this. So I could write really small and write out the word lesson, and that's what I did last month, but I decided to just write bigger so I can see it and abbreviate lesson with just a letter L And I'm bumping it up against the date sticker on the date that precedes it. And I put it on Tuesday because my teaching days are Tuesday through Friday. May is the month of a lot of birthdays. So the first one is on the 3rd, and let's see, I've already got a payday there, and I'm going to have some other events there too. So this is going to be interesting. Let me try it right there. And then I also have a little birthday overlay that I will put with it. Then there is a birthday on the 17th. We'll do the same thing. At least it will be consistent, even if I end up not liking it this way. And then we have a birthday on the 28th. Maybe I should do it just like these to make them all the same. I'm just covering up the line right before the day of the birthday, if that makes sense. And then we have a birthday here. And this system won't quite work because of the coil, but we'll make it close. Okay, and then we'll overlay with the birthday script. I have exactly the right amount of these. And they're all family birthdays. I think I need to use all of these little hearts, even though I think they're arrows now that I'm looking at them. I think these are arrows, but we're going to turn them into hearts for my anniversary. They're arrows or hearts, okay? They're the right color and they're the right size. I can't make up my mind. All these little cars will be for car care day when I just gas up the car, take it through the car wash. Now this month I've gone through the car wash extra because there is pollen coming from all of the trees and flowers or whatever. It's just pollen everywhere. So as soon as I wash the car, it is time to wash it again. So I may end up going more than just those 4 times, but that's what my plan is. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and use these empty boxes as places for deco. And I'm going to put teddy bears in cars. These are 2 different vehicles, 2 different teddy bears. There we go. And then we might even put some more down. But now let's go ahead and write down the recurring appointments and a few special ones that are going to happen this month. Okay, so now it's actually the next morning, so I've got morning voice. Got my coffee here, and I'm showing you, but I need to get it away from the planner. And I have finished putting all of my appointments and events down for the month of May, and the only thing left to do on this page is to list my bills that I want to make sure that I pay and check off. And for that, I use the little dots here, and I just list them, carrying it over from the previous month. now that that is done and I did sprinkle down a few little deco stickers, we're ready to move on to the notes pages and the dashboard. And if you've watched any of the videos about the new Erin Condren Life Planners for 2025, you know that this dashboard page has moved to the left side. And that is fine with me, but it was also fine with me on this side. Do you have any thoughts about that? Like, were you one of the people who asked for that change? Because what I've heard is that it was in response to customer feedback that they moved the dashboard to the left. It does not really matter to me. I might like it better actually because of how I sometimes get mixed up between whether I put my prayer of the month here or here, as opposed to my memory verses. So I sometimes swap those two out and I forget which one I did last. And so maybe it will help me because one of the notes pages will be on the right. So I might be able to make that distinction a little bit clearer in my own mind. But what I'm doing right now, if you've never watched one of my monthly plan with me's, is just setting up with stickers to decorate. And if you have the Inspire version of the planner, or you have In Bloom, you probably could get by with no decorating at all. I mean, even if you have canvas, you can get by with no decorating at all. It's not a necessity. But those are so colorful anyway that even if you like decoration, you wouldn't need to decorate with stickers. I just like to decorate with stickers. And I'm going to move this up a little higher. This is where I put a picture of the book cover for the book of the month that I choose. And then I'm going to put my goals up here with a little stripe that matches the inner box on this bigger box. And these are goals that are carrying forward from last month and then some new ones also. And then my challenge of the month will go here. I am probably going to do a bit of changing up with my new planner when it starts in July. Maybe not in June. I'm probably going to finish out this planner doing everything the way I've been doing it, just for consistency, and I don't know. Don't really have to do that, but I think I will. And then in July, make a few adjustments to how I use these boxes. This is where I put photos of my memories, like my favorite pictures from the month, and I print those out on little photo stickers using my HP Sprocket or my Liene photo printer. Okay, so this is all set up now. And then for this is where I put my prayer of the month. And I have 2 notes page washi strips. So the first one will go here. And then a header that says prayer of the month. And this is something that I share in my Facebook group. I hope you can hear me, by the way, because I got quiet all of a sudden with my morning voice. But I write a prayer every month that I pray at the end of my weekly plan with me's. And my May prayer of the month will be available in my Facebook group. Plan Sarah Plans Planner Circle. And you can go to the file area and just download and print this prayer if you want to have it. I printed mine on sticker paper so that I could easily put it right here. And you could do the same thing. It is sized to fit your 7x9 life planner, but if you print it at a smaller percentage, then you could probably fit it in your A5 planner, or at a larger percentage, you could fit it in an 8.5 by 11. So that just leaves the other notes page, which will be here. This is where I'm going to put my memory verses, 1 per week for the month of May. Same washi strip for the header and a similar script sticker to designate this as the memory verse page. And all of my memory verses have to do with the body of Christ. Now I could probably cut these out and stick them in here if I wanted to make this quick, but I generally write them out because that is part of the helpful process of memorizing what I'm trying to memorize. So we'll do this and then we'll return to the dashboard page and I'll show you what I'm going to fill those boxes with. So first things first, we're going to write out Romans 12, 4 and 5. It says, "For just as each of us has one body with many members, and those members do not have the same function, so in Christ, we, though many, form one body, and each member belongs to all the others." And these memory verses will be posted once a week on my Instagram feed, but I will also put all of them up at one time in my Facebook group. So if you want to use these for your own, you will be able to access those in either of those places. For the week of May 6th, we've got 1 Corinthians 12:18. "But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them, just as he wanted them to be." For the week of May 13th, we have "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." 1 Peter 4:10. For the week of May 20th, we have 2 Corinthians 7:1. "Therefore, since we have these promises, dear friends, let us purify ourselves from everything that contaminates body and spirit, perfecting holiness out of reverence for God." Memory verses are all done, so let's return to the dashboard and fill that out. My book of the month this month is The Shaping of a Christian Family by Elizabeth Elliot. That should be no surprise to anybody who has watched some of my recent videos because I've been fascinated with the life of Elizabeth Elliot. This is one of the books that she wrote, and on Audible, it's narrated by her granddaughter, Elizabeth. And I'm just curious to see what this is going to be like. And this book is actually available in a newer format or a newer cover, but I just chose this original one because it matched my color scheme. What can I say? All right, we're going to bring forward the goals from last month that are still ongoing, and we're going to add to that a bit. So my habits that I try to do every day are wake up early and exercise 30 minutes a day. I do really great with waking up early. Okay, great. I do not exercise 30 minutes a day, and I have just gotten out of that, and it's been really hard to get back into it. So I hope that I get back into it. My challenge of the month is going to be to finish my senior book because our recital is on May 19th, and I have one graduating senior. I need to finish his book. That's my gift to him. So we're going to keep on keeping on with some of these goals, and I'm going to update some of them, and I'll be right back. And my dashboard is all finished. So my goals, if you are interested, are to get my July kits listed by the 1st of the month and my August kits worked on and pretty much completed by the end of the month, to finish my wedding album redo by our anniversary, to get God's Minute Kindle formatted. So this is the old prayer book that I have rewritten and was kind of hoping to get published in February. Well, not kind of, really hoping to get it published on Amazon in February. But then I discovered that there's a whole different software that I needed to get my book looking correct on for Kindle. And then I want to update all of my move-in kits for the new life planners that start in July. I want to have a fantastic spring recital, a birthday dinner for our daughter-in-law, and clean out our refrigerator. And then this is my challenge, which is to finish the senior book for my graduating senior, and this will be for photos. Everything is finished now, so here is my month view one more time. My memory verses for the month of May. This is where I will put sticker and washi scraps throughout the month. My prayer of the month for May, book of the month, goals, challenge, and then a space for photo memories. If you like the look of this May garden party kit, I wanted you to know that there is a coordinating weekly kit that will fit your vertical planner or your hourly planner. So that's just called Garden Party if you're interested. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Have you set up your May yet? And are you ready to set it up? I hope you've had fun and maybe gotten some ideas watching my video. I always appreciate your time. And I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.